morning, guys. We're here doing a grade 4 gynecomastia surgery, and I'm excited to do this because this is a really powerful surgery. It's going to be transformative for his chest. This patient has been dealing with gyno since he was a teenager. He's had some weight fluctuations, and it's left him with grade 4. So what is a grade 4 gynecomastia? It basically means it's a really full, large, low breast, and there's 4 components in this case. 1, there's too much fatty tissue. There's too much breast tissue, there's too much skin, and the nipple and areolas are in the wrong place. They're too low. And so doing all those little small incision surgeries ain't gonna work in this case because those surgeries only deal with the fat and the breast tissue, but they don't do anything for the skin and the nipple position that are inevitably a problem here. So my plan for this case is to do a double mastectomy. So taking all this out, but I also gotta extend it to the side chest too, because he's got all this fold over skin and fat here as well. Take this out, make the areolas much smaller. This is way too big for a male areola. And so I take this off as a graft, take this off, close it, and then put the nipple in the proper location. And in his case, his nipple should probably be somewhere here. So you can see that's a big difference. That's about 4 or 5 inches too low. And so the reason why I decide to do these cases this way is because I look at something called the angle of the chest skin to the belly skin. Usually when that angle is 90 degrees or more, then that skin, if I take everything out from underneath, is gonna tighten up. When that angle starts getting less than 90 degrees, like in the grade 3s, and then even lower in the grade 4s, his angle is almost like 20 degrees because this skin is sitting on top of this skin. If I just took out all that fat and breast tissue on the inside, he's just gonna end up with an empty sock. So this is why I came up with this plan. This is a very powerful surgery. It's not just gyno surgery, this is like a chest lift. It's kind of like the tummy tuck for the chest. Gonna get back to the OR, get started, bring you guys back in. So I just did the dissection, removed the tissue. I'm gonna hand it over to my tech here, but this is the tissue here. And you can see it goes past where my markings were. So I got all that out. So we're gonna weigh it as well. But let me show you some anatomy here now. So this is the upper flap. This here is this pec muscle hiding under all of this tissue all those years. You can see I touch it and it jumps. So that's the pec muscle here. Way down here, this is his latissimus muscle here, the lats. So that's what I get to when I'm doing all the side chest. So now what I'm gonna do is just gonna contour this flap and then bring these together here, boom, close, and then do the same thing on the other side, sit them up, put the nipples on, and that's the surgery. So I'm thinning the nipple grafts now to be used as skin graft later on, and you can see I've already thinned the left side here, haven't done the right, and you can see the difference. I gotta get this as thin as this to be able to sew it onto his chest for it to survive. If I left it this thick, there's no way that his own blood supply would be able to come and keep this areola and nipple alive. So I gotta do that. What this looks like here, I gotta take all this off to match this. completed this grade 4 gynecomastia surgery with double mastectomy and free nipple and areola graft. This was an extended mastectomy, and you can see how great his contours are now. I'm really happy for this guy. He's going to do fantastic. Take a look at this incision, nice and curved. The sides here where he had all that extra skin and fat, nice and flush and smooth. Nipple and areolas, which were down here before, are in the appropriate place, much smaller. The other thing is the tissue itself. I weighed them. This side was about 1,050 grams. This side was about 950 grams, which is 2 kilograms. That's about 4.5 pounds. So it's also going to make a difference in his posture and the weight that he's carrying. The main thing with these surgeries are, yeah, the incisions are big, but there's no other way to do this severity of grade 4 gynecomastia. This guy's going to be able to wear whatever shirt he wants to wear, whenever he wants to wear. He's not going to think about his chest when he leaves the house. It's going to open up a lot of options for him. So, great result. Going to put the dressings on, and we'll be done. Until next time, guys.